This is Visiblepreneur, the podcast that promotes and grows your business. From local, here in St. Charles County, to around the globe. Attract more customers to your business. And here's your host, the Isaiah Bentley.
All right, everyone. Welcome to Visiblepreneur. And as you know, back with another nice one. Yes, as always. So today I got this lovely lady with me. Her name is Caldonia McGee. And she is a realtor with Coldwell Banker Gundecker. Did I say that right?
Coldwell Banker Realty Gundecker.
Okay, so I missed the realty part. So she's going to have quite a bit to talk about. Now, keep in mind, this will be at the time of that we record this video because things change in the real estate market, especially of what's going on now and at the time that this gets uploaded. So depending on when you listen. So she's also a veteran as well too. So thank you for your service. And with that being said, welcome to Visiblepreneur, and please tell us, how did you get into the real estate?
First off, thank you for having me, Isaiah. You're awesome.
Thanks.
Yeah. I got started. First off, this was something I wanted to pursue about 5 years ago. About 5 years ago, I was living in the state of Washington. I was in the Navy. I was pregnant with my first child, and my kids are 19 months apart, so it gets blurry.
That's all right.
So I was pregnant with my first kid, and it was something that I was really desiring, was to learn how to sell and help people sell and buy property. And at that time, I just had a lot on my plate. So, like I said, then I had another kid, and I moved from Washington to St. Louis. And when it all boiled down, I had to focus on my babies for a little bit there. And more recently, I just did a career shift from being a life coach, which I really enjoyed, to, officially making the leap into something, like I said, I have been thinking about for many years at that point. And I studied my butt off in about less than 2 months. I found me a broker. I joined Coldwell Banker Realty Gundecker, and really been on my way since. I'm actually at the corporate office off Dorset and 270. So if you're ever that way, stop in and say hello. I might be in the office, I might not, but we had a great staff, so stop in and say hi.
Yeah, no, I love that. That's awesome. And so you said you were from Washington. Is it D.C. or state?
Well, I was stationed in Washington when I was in the Navy, but I am from St. Louis, Missouri. Grew up in Walnut Park, North St. Louis.
Oh, okay. So this is right at home for you. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I pretty much moved back home.
Yes. And what is it like being with 2 children and you're managing your real estate business? So what's that experience been like for you?
It's been crazy. No, it's been really, really fun, actually. I mean, the days are long, balancing out, starting up a new business, because that's pretty much exactly what you're doing. When you become a realtor, you now own your own business, and you're affiliated with your broker. And so, building a business from the ground up has been a journey. I've done it before, and now I'm doing it in a different arena. And so, I'm learning new stuff every day, really learning how to network as a realtor and all that stuff. And my kids really keep me inspired. So I just look at their little faces, and it motivates me to grow that database and make those phone calls and send another email. They're definitely the little motivators.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that, because you're getting out there and you're definitely focused.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm focused. I'm in work mode. Before I came in here, actually, I was out handing out my magazines to local stores in the area. So if you have a business or would like to own one of my magazines in your home, feel free to reach out. Can I shout the number out?
Sure.
I'm a little early in the show for this, but Isaiah know how I am. I'm on top of it. So if you want a copy of my magazine, you can call me 360-214-1858. That 360 is a Washington State area code. So it's not spam, okay? If you call me and I return the call, it's not spam.
Yeah, that's right. Because I had a spam call earlier and I just had to get at them, but that's a whole different topic. So speaking of that, as you mentioned the magazine, tell us, what is that magazine about?
So the magazine, it has a few different things. It has some advice for home buyers and home sellers, and it also has a lot of ideas for interior design and kind of let you know and like some things to prepare yourself for once you're going into the whole experience. It's really good for first time home owners. And if you've never, whether you've never purchased a home before or whether you've done it before, it's always good, those little refreshers if it's been a while since you've been through the process.
Yeah, I love that. And are these magazines you had personally designed, or did you have somebody do that for you?
Oh no, I am no marketing guru. I went through Reminder Media, so shout out to them. They're awesome, very professional, hardworking people over there. They guided me through the process on how to get my magazine set up, and Reminder Media got me a really great marketing tool, which is my magazine. And like I said, I was out spreading the good news around St. Louis, and I'm gonna do some more, and hopefully I run out. Hopefully you all just blow my phone up and I just give them all away. And I will be ordering some more. So if you missed this go around, don't be shy to reach out again in the near future.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that. So tell me, because we're going to dive into the real estate now, what is it that you're currently seeing, like market trends?
Well, from 2020 to 2022, which is where we're at now, the inventory has gone down. By that, I mean less people are selling. The interest rates are going back up. I believe that's a big part of it. And so people aren't willing to, lose the rate they have right now on their home loan to hop into something with a higher interest rate. So over the last 2 years, it just went from being super hot market. Houses were just flying left and right, and they're still moving at a pretty good rate. There's just a big slowdown because there's less houses to buy.
Yeah.
But still plenty on the market if you are looking. Ask your realtor to get creative for you or help you to figure out how to work around the problem of the low inventory. But that's what we're here to do. We are real estate professionals, and we will help you to the best of our ability.
Yeah, I love that. And how is it that you've helped clients through the process of buying a house?
Well, first off, when someone let me know that they're ready to buy or they're interested in buying, my first question to them is, have you been pre-approved? Because, at one point that, when the market was not the way it is, you can go into looking at a home and you might have a chance of getting it even if you wasn't pre-approved yet. At this point, people are not even considering taking you serious until they see that pre-approval letter. So that's the first thing I guide people to do. And once we get the pre-approval, once we see what you can actually purchase, then we can start looking at we can know the area at any time, but now we can see what house you can get for the area that you're looking at. Because you might think like, okay, well, I want a house in, let's say, Creve Coeur or Ladue. But if you want 4 bedrooms for what you got to pre-approve for, you might have to move to a different area. You might have to move to, let's say, Bridgeton or something like that. And so that's the pre-approval is very important, and really we can dive in after that. And really, once we get too deep, I would definitely need a buyer's agreement. So we do that. We officially lock in. I'm your realtor. Hopefully, your realtor for life. And once you sign on with me, we can really just dive into getting you into the home that you desire for what you got approved for, of course. And even that, if you have the cash to cover the difference, then all of that is stuff that we will go over in the process.
Yeah, no, I like that because the cash is really important. And plus, as you mentioned before, is we have people that, there are overbidding for houses. Not to say that, that's a bad thing, but at least you can definitely help clients with that process.
Oh yeah, that's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah.
But like if you overbid and the house doesn't get appraised for what you bid for, then we have to go back to the contract and have to amend it. And that's something, of course, that I'll be able to help you with, because the bank isn't going to approve you for an amount that, So let's say the seller wants you to go ahead and pay that original price that they put it on the market for. If it doesn't appraise, they're going to have to come down off that price, or you're going to have to come out of cash to pay the difference. But the bank isn't going to give you more than what it was appraised for.
Yeah, that's a good education tool right there, because
yeah.
I don't think too many people know that. Maybe a investor does, but not a typical home buyer.
Oh yeah, a lot of people don't realize that. And even before I got licensed, it was so much I didn't know, and that's the point of going to school and getting educated. And my broker office has taught me a lot. Like I said, shout out to Coldwell Banker, Realty Gundecker. But yeah, you might think, I put this super high bid in. You might have a conflict of interest with the seller who don't want to come off that price.
Yeah.
And that's a reason why some homes will stay on the market, or the contract will expire between the seller and their realtor, because they won't come off a price. Or if it's overpriced, then chances are it's not going to sell, especially if it's not the right situation. If it's not in the right area to be that overpriced, then people aren't going to pay more than what they feel like it's worth in that area or for that particular house. So yeah, you definitely got to know what you're doing when you go into it. So
yeah, absolutely. And do you see a potential housing market cool down at some point? What kind of what's your prediction? Because obviously we can't see the future.
No, we can't see the future, but I know one thing that we will see. We will see the interest rates go up, and as the interest rates go up, we will see the prices start to decline again. But I would recommend, if you are looking for a house, just my professional suggestion, if you are looking, I would get one before the interest rate go up again. They've already started going up.
Yes. Yeah. Very important.
Yeah.
Now, as I mentioned,
I would like to explain that better. So if you wait till the prices go down and think that that's a better time to buy, unless you can pay off that house very, very quickly, you're going to pay more in the long run the higher the interest rates get.
Yeah, no, I like that. And as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, this is at the time of we recorded this, because again, things will change depending on when you watch this.
Right.
So that I really love that. So, and thank you for that. I also want to ask too, is that, because you mentioned that you do networking, and I'm sure you've done that also in the past as well too. Yes. What's that experience been like for you?
It's really been fun. I'm able to just really, I'm sharing the knowledge with you now, and people are like, okay, I'm saying stuff they didn't necessarily realize. Some people think that the market, that there's a lot of inventory out there, and there's just not. And so that's kind of, and then just to be able to explain to people that this is still a good time to buy, and it's maybe a better time to buy versus 6 months from now, and maybe a year from now. But so yeah, it's been pretty fun educating people about that, and just being able to help people in the process of getting their first home or getting their investment properties. It's been fun.
Yeah, awesome. And why is it that you think someone would choose you, to be their to-go-to realtor?
Someone would choose me because I am focused, I'm loyal, and I'm going to do my best. At the end of the day, you can call me. If I'm woke, I'm going to answer the phone, and I've had realtors who've done that for me in the past. So I really admired that, and I do the same for my clients. If you call me, I'm going to respond quickly. I'm going to pick up the phone. If you have questions, I'm going to give you the answer. I'm going to give you the answer as quick as I can if I don't know that answer right away. And I'm going to be on it. I'm going to be on it until we complete your real estate mission. And that's my creed. I'm here to serve you with honor, courage, and commitment
And dedication.
and dedication.
Yeah, because I heard that right as you were speaking it.
Oh, yes.
I love that. I love that. And so, with that being said, I want to dive into, because since you are a veteran, and I know you love to work with veterans as well.
Yes, love my veterans.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, do you typically work with, obviously, veterans and, the regular consumer? Do you like to do both? What's been your favorite so far?
I mean, really anybody. I just have the heart to help people with their real estate needs, whatever that might be. I mean, I even help people find apartments. So, I mean, the profession, the background, I don't have a preference. Like I can speak the language if you're a veteran. We can talk about your MOS, military occupation specialist. But we can talk about all of that, and we can talk about rank, and and of course, there's always just going to be that brotherly and sisterly love there. But whether you're a veteran or you're just someone who's having a baby and need to upgrade your house, I'm going to give you just that same work ethic as I'm going to give to a veteran.
Yeah, no, awesome. I really, really love that. And I didn't even know that you can also find someone an apartment as well, too.
Yes, I can.
Yeah, how's that experience been?
That experience, I've been enjoying that side of it, too, because, I mean, some people just are not ready to buy. Either they don't qualify, they're not ready, they don't know how long they're going to be here. And, I mean, if you need an agent or want an agent to help you through that process, I mean, even in the renting market is a little tough right now too. A lot of people are booked up, and so you might need an extra set of eyes, someone with access to the MLS to help you out. And really, just another set of eyes goes a long way, especially when, like I said, inventory is low, and you just need somebody that, as soon as something get on the market, to just be that set of eyes that helped you get it before it's gone. So yeah, that's been fun too. Like I said, I enjoy all the aspects of helping people find a home, whether that's an apartment or a house or investment properties.
Yeah. And with the apartments, because I'm also assuming that you can also find somebody that, okay, if they can't buy a home, but they can always rent one as well too. So
that falls under that, renting an apartment, renting a home. Yep.
Yeah, that's awesome. Now, do you do anything commercial grade, or you don't specifically focus on that?
No, I'm not on the commercial side. Is that something I would do in the future? Yes, I'm open to that. As of now, I could provide you some resources. Coldwell Banker does have a commercial department. I am not part of that. I'm part of the residential side.
Yeah. And so I'm guessing that you have to get like kind of a special qualification if you were to do commercial. Am I right?
You can work in commercial without special certificates, but I mean, like I said, I'm not on that side, but I would like to believe there's certain things. I mean, especially depending on what type of commercial you're going into, that there may be some special licenses you need. Because, I mean, there's so many different ways you can, just like from restaurants to just a plaza to whether you're selling the commercial property or leasing, or there's so many different aspects on that side that there might be. I just really haven't studied the commercial side much.
Okay, yeah, no, nothing wrong with that. You focus on the residential. So and that's cool. Yeah. That's cool. So the last question that I'm gonna ask is that where does someone go to find you, as well as what particular areas you're focused on? Because I know you're licensed in Missouri, but are you licensed in any other state as well?
Well, to answer your first question, the way I can be reached is the quickest way to get me is through my cell phone, 360-214-1858. You can also email me at caldonia.mcgee@cbrealty.com. That is CALDONIA.MCGEE@cbrealty.com. So you can email me there. You can throw my first and last name into Facebook or Google. Yep. You can find me on. You can also find me on Instagram, but you can go through my Facebook page to find that.
Yeah.
I'm the real Nia on Instagram. And to answer your other question, give me a reminder. What was your other question?
So my other question, and honestly, it kind of slipped my mind, is that actually now I remember it. Where is it that your areas that you focus on? Because I know you're licensed in Missouri, but are you licensed in any other state?
Oh no, I'm not licensed in any other states. And even with that being said, when you become a realtor, you join a board, and that board only covers so much area, which I actually didn't realize when I was going into it. But so I am not even able to sell in all of Missouri because my board only covers so much area. But St. Louis and what's considered the greater St. Louis area. So, St. Charles, Darden Ferry, St. Louis City, all the St. Louis counties, I serve those areas. But anything that's not considered St. Louis or part of the greater St. Louis area, I wouldn't be able to help you, but I could help you find a realtor, a trusted realtor who would help you out.
All right, awesome. So you've got that referral right behind you, and I love that.
Give some referrals.
Awesome. So I definitely got to say, thank you for being on Visiblepreneur, because this was a lot of fun and educational as well, too.
Oh, yeah, I loved being on here with you. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And, of course, for you viewers out there, don't forget to follow us. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. And then you can find us on the audio-only platforms. We now officially go out to 8. So, obviously, Anchor is one. We have Google Cast, Apple, Spotify, Breaker, and there's a few others that I can't remember the name of. However, you look up Visiblepreneur, whether that's through Google or whatever search engine you use, you'll find us out there. And, of course, with that being said, take care, and we'll see you on the next one.